If you would like to have quick access to the documents stored in OneDrive within your Office 365 account, we now have a OneDrive app that will allow you to sync your documents that are stored in the cloud online and give you quick access to them on your device. So you will see on your desktop now a shortcut to an app called OneDrive. When you double click this, it's going to walk you through the steps of syncing all of those documents so you have quick availability. So the first thing you're going to do is put in your Office 365 credentials, which is the same credentials that you use for email. You're going to click sign in. You will be then prompted to put in your password. Again, the same password that you use for email. And if you have put in your credentials correctly, it's going to now walk you through a little quick tutorial as to what OneDrive is all about. And it's very, very simple. You're just going to click next through all of these little tutorial screens. This is just showing you where your documents are now going to be stored on this computer, which I'll show you in a minute. And then what you're going to do is have quick access. And this is going to be very helpful for those of you who are OneNote class notebook users, because if you do store all of your documents in OneDrive, it used to be a little bit more tricky to insert those documents into a OneNote class notebook. This is going to give you easy access to do so. This is just showing you how you can drag and drop documents that you have stored on your computer into OneDrive, into this app, which will then sync back up to the cloud. So we're just going to go through all of this. And once we get down to the end, you're going to see all of the documents and folders that you have stored in OneDrive now syncing to this computer. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a further explanation as to what is actually happening here. So all of these documents you can see here, all of these folders are all stuff that I have in OneDrive currently. And the status next to it shows a cloud. And that cloud means that this document, this folder, is connected to the cloud. You have quick, easy access to open this document, but it's not physically stored on your device, meaning there's this connection to the cloud constantly that's going to give you the ability to open this document. If I scroll down a little bit, you will also notice an icon that looks like a little person next to some of these documents and folders. That indicates that this is a folder or a document that has been shared with somebody. You'll also notice next to one of my documents that has a little green check mark over here. By default, all your documents are going to have this cloud icon, which is really what you want. This over here means that I made this document available on my computer at all times, which means if I were to take my computer to an area where I was not connected to Wi-Fi, I would be able to still access this document because it is physically downloaded on this computer. These are not. In the most part, 99% of the time, you are going to want to leave it with the little cloud icon because if you were to actually physically download all of these documents, you would run out of C drive space. So just for an example, if there was a document you knew you needed access to, you weren't going to have Wi-Fi available to you at the time, if you right-click on the document and you choose the option that says always keep on this device, you will see the icon change from a cloud to a check mark, and this means that that document has actually been downloaded to the device. Again, you want to use this feature very sparsely because this will eat up space on your C drive, and then you're going to run into an issue. So now, if I close out of this and I log into my computer the next day, where do I find all of my documents? So just like you would access your L drive, teacher share, student share, if we go over to this PC, okay, you can see all the drives over here that I have access to. If I scroll up over here, now that you have performed a sync, you should also see something that says OneDrive, Lindbergh Public Schools. And this is going to show you all the folders and all of the files that are in your OneDrive space in the cloud. And again, those of you who are class notebook users, you will find this very helpful. When you do insert file printouts, you will have quick access to all of these documents.